Jalen, can you take us through the game-winning shot and how sweet was the kiss to the crowd?
Just found a way to create some separation. Shot it a little earlier than I wanted to, but I mean, Asar is just a great defender, man, and just the fact that I got that much space, I had to shoot it right there. Happy to ball one in.
Jalen, four games this series were decided by 3 points or fewer. I think that's the second time in NBA history that happened. What does that say about your late game execution and sort of your will down the stretch?
Yeah, it's all about us staying poised and having that composure. Obviously, we want to have it throughout the game, but it's most important at the end. We all have each other's backs, and we all know what we want to do. And I'm just thankful for my teammates and coaches for real.
Jalen, excuse me, Jalen, when you take a shot like that, or maybe after it goes in, do you feel the weight of it in terms of the alternative of how things could play out if it doesn't go in, and what that means for this team and what's next in terms of the Game 7 and possibly beyond that?
You're asking me if I felt the...
Like if you feel, when you let it go, like in that moment, do you feel the weight of not just this game, but this series, your guys' season, and how that could possibly change if that shot doesn't go in?
Yeah. If it doesn't, we go... Hopefully going to overtime. We had a lot of time left in the game. But the ball did go in, so that's all I care about.
Jalen, obviously you've been in clutch situations time and time again. Just what do you do? When I talk to people about clutch situations, they say that their heart rate goes up, that it's difficult to stay composed and poised in those moments. What do you do to I guess, do you feel that when the pressure is on, do you feel like your heart rate is up? Do you ignore it? What do you do to remain calm in those moments?
Yeah, I stay poised, and I rely on the trust and composure that my teammates give me. I wouldn't be in that position without this man next to me, the way he played tonight. And obviously everyone's going to say a lot about the last shot, but throughout the game, the ups and downs of it, we all stay composed, and the way he played, it was tremendous. So I give a lot of credit to my teammates. None of this happens without them.
Yeah, Mikal, your aggressiveness throughout the night, attacking the basket, can you talk about that a little bit, and then the putback you had as well? Can you kind of take me through that play?
Just being aggressive. I think just us playing fast and knowing the weapons we have, just trying to be aggressive. They try to take them away, and we got punished them sometimes when they just, trying to just deny him and let other guys play. And we just trying to play the right way and just trying to win, honestly. And putback, just trying to find a way to win, just being there. My coaches, be on me all year, all playoffs to rebound. So just try to do my best.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Barbara. Please go ahead.
Mikal, you've been his teammate on different teams too, and you've seen him make some big shots before. What was that like when you saw him, with the shot in his hand, and how does he keep his composure? From your point of view,
he didn't really care, let's be honest.
Man, I just know him so well, and I just think when high pressure situations happen, that doesn't faze him. I've just been around him so long, and he's even killed throughout the whole night. No matter if he's struggling, no matter if he's hooping, you can never tell. So all I just thought was just hopefully you get some separation, and once you got separation, then I knew it was curtains. When he shot and made it, I felt like I made it. I was so geeked up, so you thought I hit the game winner. So needed that.
Mikal, OG had the block and you recovered it and ran down the floor. I think we were all waiting for you to kind of lay the ball in, and you came down with this dunk. I feel like that's the sort of play that fans we talk about, the combination of you guys as a wing duo. That do they have that kind of capability? What did it feel like to kind of put that dunk down and in a big game like this, and just those sorts of moments that it seemed like every one of you guys in the starting five had a big moment or two in this series? What was that like for you?
Yeah, man. Felt great. It felt great. I wish I had it in front of our bench to see the reaction, and I could yell in front of their faces. But it's nice to see, getting back on defense and, seeing them guys all running around, jumping around. So, I love my teammates, man. I just try to go out there and make a play, and, I play for them.
This is for both of you. I know you both have played in higher stakes series, so I don't want to oversell it. But in terms of
the one where we beat them in Game 7, that series you're talking about?
well,
My bad.
oh, my fault. The uniqueness of this series in terms of the physicality, in terms of every game being close, every minute seeming close. Is this a different one for you guys in the playoff setting? I don't want to oversell it's the first round, but
Yeah.
how it went.
I don't know. I just feel like being in West my whole career and coming here the past, 3 years, 2.5. East has just, always been a little bit, I think, just more physical. I think that goes with just, I don't know, maybe it's the weather outside. It makes people mad or frustrated, but I think it's the players as well. You got guys like Giannis who have always been in the East, and teams that are just big and physical. And Embiid, big fella, that's always been a thing since I've been in the West. But yeah, this is, from the jump, from this series, from game one, you could feel the energy, feel how everybody was real physical, and yeah.
I guess for both of you, does a series like this kind of atmosphere, help prepare you for what's next?
I think every series is different, but we can learn from our experiences as we go on. I don't want to say it's going to be different, but obviously we're playing against the defending champs next time, so it's going to be a lot different. Playing this team that we just played, I'm not discrediting them at all, but they have experience. The Celtics have experience, and playing these guys, they were just physical. They brought the fight to us, and then we had to respond, and then we did. But every series is going to be different. You got to respect each opponent you play, and then you got to go from there and make adjustments. But everything is different from the first quarter, the first thing. Everything's gonna be different.
Yeah, congrats. First series win as a member of the Knicks. How does it feel?
It's great, just to win with these guys. We work so hard. I think this series, I want to give a huge shout out to Detroit. They showed why they should be in this position. They're going to be really good for a lot of years, so we better prepare for Detroit to be in the playoffs for a lot of years upcoming. And I think this game just shows a little bit of how our season has gone. We've kind of made it difficult on ourselves, and we've always taken the toughest path to getting the job done. And I think this series is just another way of showing how our season has gone, and it's prepared us for these moments where, people question our grittiness, they question our belief in ourselves and how disciplined we could be. And I hope that this series answers a lot of questions about who this team is and the identity that New York basketball has always had, that we could keep it alive.
You played in obviously a big playoff series, bigger than this. I don't want to oversell it. It's the first round, but for you, was there a uniqueness about this series in terms of the physicality they allowed? Every game, all six were close. No. The score was close, almost within a couple baskets, pretty much the whole time. Was there a uniqueness to you about this?
Yeah, there's an adjustment that had to be made. So going into Game 5, I think the adjustment, we had to learn how to adjust. The series has shown a lot of 90s basketball, but you also understand that it could flip at any moment. So I thought we did a good job of coming out tonight, adjusting, making the changes we had to. But again, always finding the toughest ways to win. We haven't had a lead all series. We found ourselves finally getting that lead early on in the game. True fashion, we gave it up, then we got it back, then we gave it up again. So, but at the end of the day, it's about finding a way to win. It doesn't matter about stats, it doesn't matter about personal accolades, it's about finding a way to win, and we did that. So, I know the city. The city only cares about one thing, that's W's, and we found a way to get that done today.
You played in an emotionally draining series last year against Denver, and it cost you in the next.
You would
series.
know.
Yeah, you would know. So, how emotionally draining is this, and what can you take out of that experience to make sure that you kind of refill your cup a little bit before Boston?
I mean, we got some days, to really recoup. I think, when we played the Mavericks, I know they had a couple days, way more days than us to kind of get adjusted, get some rest. We went to 7 games, but with that experience, I think we all in Minnesota learned a lot, and you learned how, you got to be ready for Game 9. You got to be ready to have that kind of energy and that emotional capacity. Like you said, it was an emotionally draining series. The way we celebrate, you would have thought we made it to the finals. That was only the semifinals. So, there's a lot to learn from that. I'm going to utilize that experience, that time I've had with my brothers over in Minnesota, and have that experience translate to hopefully wins for us here.
Did you have any doubt when Jalen goes to shoot that ball? Any doubt?
No. He's the clutch player in the NBA for a reason. I was just amazed to see it happen, and I was just wondering if it was going to be a swish or he was going to hit some part of the rim. But in true fashion, who I don't think any one of us thought when he got that good of a look it would ever go off. So shout out to him doing what he does best.
As good as Sarr played defensively in the series, to see him lose him like that, just kind of...
It's tough. It's tough, and you feel for him because you're playing one of the premier players in the NBA, and you're a premier defender, and just sometimes good defense is beat by great offense. And JB is a special player, so I think he'll learn from it. I think he'll grow from this experience, and for me, I just want to see him evolve from this moment and use this as motivation.